And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm your host on the only program that is by a fan, for the fan, and absolutely about you, the fan.
So are you Guy or Guy?
Ed Danowski.
You're not in Hawaii?
I wish.
To Mr. Gary Younger.
Hi, Guy.
Hey, sir, how are you?
And Brock, how are you doing?
Doing great, sir. Doing great. Honored to have you on the show.
You know, I had the privilege while I was in the forces, in the Canadian Armed Forces, to take the Stanley Cup to Afghanistan. Only hockey fans would deploy to Afghanistan where it's 105 to 135 degrees every day, and they'd take their hockey sweaters and play ball hockey. This is a year for the Leafs. The Leafs are going to win it all this year. One of the players down the line said, "You got to be kidding. The Taliban got a better chance of winning the cup."
And aloha! Welcome to the Blue Note Fan Report. I'm Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm joined today by Mr. Brock Banner. This is the show that is by a fan, for the fan, and you got to know absolutely about you, the fan. Hey, it's 8 o'clock St. Louis time, so that means it's time to talk some hockey. I'm ready. Brock, are you ready? Uh-oh. You got an
Sorry,
issue,
you're
Brock?
kind of freezing on me here. Let me see. Let's see if I get a
That's you,
better
man.
spot.
Brock's got to get a better spot.
Are you good? Are you
Oh,
good?
my goodness. Yeah, I think it's getting better. How you doing, Brock?
Doing good. Doing good. We got a busy night here. Trying to watch some hockey, but just a busy night. All right, I'm up. Back out, come back in.
Okay, you're going to log out, come back. So, everybody, we're checking on the Montreal-Toronto game, and then a big surprise. This is the game for the Pick'em contest, and a lot of people bypass it because they're like, I don't know him. Montreal's up 3-1. This is why the Pick'em contest is so much fun. You guys have got to get in that Pick'em contest. Really, it does help. And it's a fun thing to do. It makes you want to watch and learn more about what's going on. Now, why do you need to know the other teams? Why is it important to know the other teams? That's a big thing, and that's something that I think a lot of Blues fans, especially the newer ones, the ones that have kind of that got brought in from the Cup run and all of that. It's important because A, players move around, and B, you're going to play these teams next season. All of these teams next season. So knowing the players, knowing the game, knowing the style will make you a better fan. Mm-hmm. And as you become a better fan, you will do better in the Pick'em contest.
Yep.
So that's why we're kind of doing that. Now, if another thing that a lot of people are like, wait a minute, I didn't know you were live. I didn't get the thing. Well, we're running into a problem, Brock. And I talked to you about it a little bit. Right now, this show goes on 3 different platforms.
Sure.
It goes on Facebook, it goes on YouTube, and it goes on Twitter. Well, Facebook exceedingly outperforms the other platforms. I mean, 3-1. It's incredible how the live show does on Facebook. Yet Facebook has gotten clamped down on people like me that overshare, right? Try and get the word out. They've clamped down on it. So someone reports you as a spammer, and then you got to wait a week for them to answer. So my Guy Benson account is blocked. Right. And the account that I'm using, this is a backup private account. I try not to share this account out to everybody. So that's why people I don't friend a lot of people on it and that. So they're not getting the alerts. Well, you know what? We're going to show people today and walk them through how to get an alert on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Right.
Yep.
And I think that we need to do that. I think it's the only way that we're going to really get YouTube to go a little bit better. And you know what, guys, to be honest, I think that the connection on YouTube is better. And I also think that the playback ability on YouTube is
and you know what? I think
much
the
better.
Podcasters across America are moving to YouTube. I mean,
Yeah,
all the hockey podcasts that I watch, they're all on YouTube. You know, it's not Facebook.
Well, and what's funny is I've been doing this ahead of everybody.
Yeah.
I started on YouTube, right? The coming back, or like we're doing it now, is new. It's the Facebook stuff. This is all new. I've been on YouTube for 3 years now, since August of 2018. E says he's here. Hey, E, thanks for showing up.
Okay.
Hey, E, the article you did was really good. I know we got another one we're working on. I sent it to Brock. He's going to do the initial edits on it. If he needs something to work on, or he needs you to make some changes, he'll send it back to you. Brock, I figured something out today, and I got to teach you guys all. I figured out how to automatically link everything, all the names to Hockey Reference.
Oh, good. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Right now, the thing with that, once we do this for a while and we're linking our stuff to Hockey Reference, they will link our articles to the players that are in the linked articles.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So our articles will start getting out on Hockey Reference. That's pretty neat. So let me show you something, guys. Let me come up here and bring this in. This is a YouTube account, right? Our YouTube. I'm just going to go to the home, to the normal style. If you look here, if right over here in this corner, I don't know if you can see that little BlueNote Fan Report symbol. If you have something there, a letter or something, that means you're signed in. And in order to comment, you have to be signed in. Big fun. So you sign in. If you want to, if like on my show, a lot of people are on my show, but they don't know how to, they don't get the alerts. So we're going to show them how to get the alerts. I'm going to try and pull up SN Network, which, oh, wow, it's 3-2. That's not what I want. And SN, here we go, Sportsnet, right? I'm going to pull up Sportsnet, and I'm going to show you guys. So right here is the subscribe button. You click on that, and then you see the little bell here. This is important. This is the step everybody forgets. You click on the bell, and then you click all, right? Every time Sportsnet releases a video, releases a audio, or sets up a live, see that bell up there? I get it. Twisted Wrister uploaded the Boston Bruins versus New York Islanders series preview. That's the guy, somebody I follow. All these guys that I follow, right, are here. So I get
let you know right there that they got new content. So you don't
have
to searching.
Right. Yeah, exactly. So what we want is everybody. Oops, I went too far. We want everybody to start.
Hey guy.
Yes, sir.
Be careful what's on that website behind that wall there.
Yeah, no, there's nothing bad there.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I know. But see, that's what we want people to do. I'm at 596 subscribers. My goal from when I started was always 1,000 subscribers, right? To get to that 1,000 mark, to get my little platinum or aluminum button, to get my own little button track, right? I'm not even close. It's been 3 years and I'm working on it. So, we're going to go back and we're going to start. I know the views that we got on Facebook were amazing, but the more and more that Facebook continues to do what they're doing, it's making it harder and harder for us to use that platform. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, maybe we can kind of try and go back to it.
Ask for all the help.
oops, that's not what I wanted. Maybe we can go back to it, and use it, but we're going to have to start transitioning more to YouTube, YouTube
Sure.
and Twitter. I think the two are much easier to use and give us a little bit more, a little bit better. What am I looking for? Access, right?
Oh, reach.
Find the show now.
Yeah, and reach. Yeah.
Yep. Well, here's something else I did. There's another way that you can find the show every single day. It is so simple. It's so simple, even Brock can do it. Right? So simple, even Brock can do it. You go, just watch this. I'm going to show you this. In fact, you know what? No, I can't do that. Maybe I can. Let me try something here real quick. I'm going to show you it from just a blank, if I can. So I'm bringing it up. This is what this is all about. This is how simple it is, and how amazing things can be, right? So I'm going to go blank.
I'll tell you what, guy, you're really selling this. This better be good. You're selling it.
Okay. Blank up, right? You go here, brand new search tab, right? I'm going to use Google because I like Google. That's on my Chrome. STL fanreport.com. Hit enter. Right? Click there. Sometimes you might go right to it, and then you get to the main page, you click fan report. Click the current BlueNote fan report. Oh, did I share this? Yeah, I did. Okay. Click the current BlueNote fan report and look what it shows right there. Every day we do a live show like this, I'm going to put the newest show right there. Mm-hmm. So all you got to do is the website. You click play right there and watch what happens. You can watch it from the website. You can absolutely watch it directly from the website.
Sure.
Right? Now, if you want to comment, you have to click here, go watch on YouTube, but you can watch it right there. Right? How simple is that, Brock?
I mean, even I could do it.
Right? Yeah, that's what I said.
I got to tell you, my little 5-year-old, he's learning how to use the iPad, and he's already saying, "Smash that subscribe button, bro." And he's
oh, the kids in their gamer channels. I know. I love it, man. Yeah. So this Toronto-Montreal game.
He's into the, it's this new thing called Among Us. It's a new thing. It's like the new Minecraft or whatever. So I don't know.
Yeah. No, I got one little buddy of mine. I think he's birthday's coming up. He's almost 9, if I remember right, 2nd grader, and he's a YouTube, just a absolute YouTube genius, right? Mm-hmm. He tells me I need to get merch. I got to get that 1,000 so I can get my button. He's all over me. He watches the gamer videos and that, and he says, "Oh, I should follow this gamer guy or that gamer guy." Mm-hmm. That's what I'm looking at, and so that's where we're going. We're going towards YouTube. I think, and not only that, let's break it down to brass tacks. You and me are trying to sell this show, right?
Yeah.
I can show all the stuff that we need to do, all the matrix on YouTube to an advertiser. Mm-hmm. On Facebook, I can't show any matrix. I can't show how long people watch. I can't show when they watch. I can't show any of that other than the views. And the first thing I hear from an advertiser is, "Well, how do I know they watch more than how do I know they watch more than 3 seconds? Because that's all it takes to count a view." And there's no way. Here, it shows the average time that somebody watches.
Sure. Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to take the chance at losing some subscribers for a little while to build it up. And it's going to build back up. I know it is. Right? We've got the site.
Can I jump in real quick? Because the other thing is one thing that you and I are really trying to do is network our site in with other hockey sites around the country. And to do that, we need to have legitimacy. We need to have regular stream, and we need to be available on YouTube. That's the primary platform that we need to be available on. So that's why we're doing this. And that's really important for people to understand the framework that we're building this out, because we're building for the future. We see a lot of opportunities here, and people are loving this show who are spending time with it. And we feel like in the long run, YouTube will give us a bigger, more of a wider audience and a wider reach, I guess.
Absolutely. And that's what we're looking for. We're not just Blues fans, we're hockey fans. Right. The Blue Note Fan Report is what the show is. I mean, that's the name of the show, but it doesn't encompass, but it encompass, we're still hockey fans. We got to know it all. We got to be able to talk about it all. And that's what's important. And getting to that, let's talk about, spend a few minutes on this Montreal-Toronto game. This is a surprise to me. Yeah. Montreal was up 3-0, and Toronto's coming back. There's 9:30 left in the game. The next game that's coming on in about 20 minutes or 15 minutes, about 30 minutes, is the Nashville Hurricanes game. That is the one. That's a game 6 in Nashville. The Hurricanes are up after, I see the Hurricanes winning this one. I really do. After that overtime victory.
Triple overtime.
Triple overtime victory. Yeah. So I kind of see this one's definitely going to be more on that.
And, hopefully at some point tonight or this week, the entire playoffs have been really fascinating, because you think like perennial powers, Pittsburgh, you think, oh my God, I'm going to bank on Pittsburgh. They never lose. And look, here comes the upstart, Newark Islanders, and, they take them out. And certainly, a lot of people had the Canes going all the way. Well, the Canes are up against it right now,
Well,
so that's fascinating. I think it's
tomorrow.
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
We have to talk about that first series.
Yeah.
Right. The Canes are not the Canes. The Boston and Islanders starts on Saturday.
Yep.
Right now, that's not the series I want to pick for the pick'em contest. Right. Okay. The others, we are picking for sure. We're picking the the reason I don't want to pick the Boston series is because no one's going to pick Boston. Right? Blues fans hate Boston. They're not going to pick Boston.
I'm actually picking them. I think they're going to be good. But all right, that's just
Well, the other thing is, so we know. Well, the winner of the Knights won that. The Knights play tomorrow. Game 7's tomorrow. So the winner of that one will play on Sunday against the Avalanche at Colorado. So with that, we're going to pick that one, and then the other series won't start. Whichever other series starts on Monday, so it's opposite. We'll pick that one, right? So we'll be picking every day, starting on. Well, I'm pretty sure that if this goes to a game 7 on Saturday, we'll pick this one, and we know we're picking the Knights tomorrow. So that we got to. It's fun. We got to keep people coming into the site, right? I'm looking forward to watching that game.
I was going to say, if there's a series that you want us to start paying attention to, put it in the comments.
Oh, yeah. Tell us, right?
I love it.
I'm going to put this episode on the podcasting stuff tonight.
Yeah, cool.
I've been a little weak on that, and I'll tell you why. When it comes – now, I think I'm a decent writer, okay? Mm-hmm. And you and me have talked about that. But when it comes to doing these blurbs, right – Yep. I can't do them to save my life, man. Mm-hmm. I start them, they sound stupid, like the ones for the show that I have to do, right? I never know what to put in there. And I know some of these guys that, they put really descriptive stuff. They, listen to it, with everything I'm doing. I don't have time to listen to this again, but in everything that we talked about as I'm uploading it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it takes an hour just to upload the dang thing.
I'm laughing because, as you know, and anybody who follows me on Twitter, they know I'm pretty animated. I put a lot of crazy, weird.
Yeah. Right. And that's the stuff.
That's the yin and yang we keep talking about. That's the yin and yang.
I
throw it out, but also know when to ring it in. And you also know what you're doing. So, hey, you know what? It's partnership, man. We're working it out. And
No. I get that. And it's taking me some time, and it's not. And I'm not complaining. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. Mm-hmm. I am looking at getting more people to do more stuff. We're getting more content out on the site. We're going to have our 4th best week, no matter what. Mm-hmm. And we have a chance to be in the top 3, depending on what happens the next couple of days. Right? The site is new, but since we started keeping metrics, which was in January, we're having absolutely one of our. Oh, it just got tied up.
Wow.
It is 3-3. Wow, yeah, surprises me. So
you know what?
we're having.
Here's the thing. Now, I think that's the type of thing that could just buckle Montreal's knees.
Yeah, and I think it may have.
You know, just Carey Price. I mean, God, what a great season! But man.
Oh, right 5-hole. That was one he wants back. He wants that back. Muzzin to Golick. Oh, Muzzin tipped it. It's going to be Muzzin's goal. He tipped it, and it goes right through the 5-hole. My goodness, what a goal. I'm sorry. And you can see daylight. Even with the way he's positioned, you can see daylight through his pads. That's interesting. That was interesting. I love that goal cam. I love the goal cam. Yeah. So this one now has gotten really exciting, right? And I may have to switch to the NHL Network for the other one.
But I mean, that's what I was just saying. Like every game has been like almost a nail biter. Even that 5-2 one the other day was a
except for when the Blues played the Avalanche.
Yeah, even those games were
you would get a little bit of a nail in there, but not much.
That's what I'm saying. Like half the game, they were pretty close. Yeah. For the most part, so
yeah, you get a little bit in there, but not a ton.
Yeah.
So I want to show something here real quick for everybody. I've showed this before, but I want to show it again. If you're watching on YouTube, you'll see it. If you're listening on the podcast, the audio, go to YouTube, go to BlueNote Fan Report on YouTube. Yeah, this is right about the 21-minute mark, 22-minute mark. Scan to there and look at this. Right, this is going back to when almost after we started, January 31st. Mm-hmm. And we started back here in December, right? So we're missing a month. We didn't have that first month of it. We weren't sure what we were doing yet. But this is my weekly. The dark blue is how many people came to the site, and the light blue is how many pages they looked at. Well, back in March, we had some, and this was your Bowmeister, right around your Bowmeister time, right? And my Berube one. We had some really good weeks in there, right? We had 1,100 visitors for the week, 1,287, 1,574, and we even got just short of 2,400, 2,391 page views, right? And then it kind of fell off. Well, this is kind of right in this period is when you started really joining us, right? When you really started joining the show, when we started doing more lives and that, and we're starting to show an increase. We got some articles out. They didn't do really well, but then all of a sudden we're getting bam right here. And then last week we had 1,288 views with 644 visitors. This week, right now, as of Thursday, we're at 619 views with 911 visitors. We're going to break last week's views today, more than likely. However, hey, VADR, how you doing, buddy? We are, hey, VADR, why don't you get out to all the YouTube friends you got and tell them to come on the show, man. Let them know I'm out here, right? We got to get some bell ringers. You're one of those YouTubers. I'm in a hockey. I'm kind of, a lot of the hockey YouTubers know who I am, but I don't get with them a lot because what they do is a little different than me, but they like what I do and I like what they do. It's just hard for me to connect with some of the stuff they're doing, but we constantly talk.
Yeah. And I mean, again, there are people who do deep dive hockey. And I mean, we do, but we don't do it to that level, you know? I mean,
well, some of it we're getting there. And that's the thing. We're getting there. We're going to increase.
Richard's a great, he's one of our writers, Richard Campbell.
Oh, yeah.
And he thinks like that. He's a statistical guy. And we'll definitely be able to offer those kinds of stories.
Oh, no. And it is. And we're bringing that to you, the listener and the fan, right? Yep. Now, you might want to know why am I doing this 6 days a week right now? Well, because hockey's still on. Plain and simple. And we really want to give you something that you're not getting anywhere else. A chance to talk with guys that are just like you. Yep. Right? This is live. You can talk with us.
We probably don't make as much money as them, but we're just like them. We are like them.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't make any money. That's for lever. But so what we're doing is we're learning and we're branching out. And that's the things that we're trying to do on this show. Now, next week, I'm really, really excited. We have two important things next week. First thing, you brought this up to me today. And the more I thought about it, the more I'm like, you know what? That gives us a whole week of content. We're going to start, and we're asking you guys today, and you can put comments now. You can put them on the BlueNote Fan Report on YouTube. You can put them on my clan group. Put comments wherever you want that we'll see them. Send me an email, guy@stlfanreport.com. We want to know what you think the Blues needs are, right? We're going to break it down. We're going to go through center. We're going to spend the hour next week. We'll talk a little bit about the playoffs, but we're going to spend that hour. Ian, we'll talk about that in a bit. We're keeping an eye on it, my friend. We're going to talk about what we have, what's available, and what we should do, right? We're going to go over all the centers that we have. You know, we're going to talk about the guys that left and go from there. Bozak left. Do you re-sign him? Do you want him re-signed? There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about.
Again,
we're going to start.
We might be able to bring in a couple guests in to talk to us as well.
Oh, yep. We're gonna work on that too. We're gonna start Monday. Will be centers. Tuesday will be left wingers. Wednesday will be the one everybody loves is right wingers. Thursday and Friday will be defense, right? We'll kind of make 2 days for defense. And the reason is because a left defenseman and a right defenseman, there's not a lot of clarification between that, really. But there's so much in our defense right now that I think we can get 2 days out of it.
Yeah, and the other thing is we could talk about offensive-minded defensemen and
offensive and defensive. Yeah, there's a lot. Yeah, and then on Saturday, we're going to talk goalies and coaching, right? Because we're going to go through coaching. No, hey, this is a good one. See, Ian, you're right. You're absolutely right. He says, goal. Are you guys confident in Bennington? That's something that we need to talk. That's a great question for us to put for Saturday. When we talk about goalie and coaching. Yeah. We don't know what coaching changes are coming. Just because they haven't come yet doesn't mean they're not coming.
Sure.
Right? We may not have any coaching changes. We don't know what's going to go on with Steve Ott. There is some chatter that he could be a head coaching candidate. He may not be ready, but there's some chatter. Right. So you don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on that you don't know. So yes, we really want your guys' comments about this. So keep asking. Yeah. Right.
And can I say one other thing I want to say?
Yeah.
So obviously the season ended last week, and all of a sudden all those podcasts that were supposed to be all these Blues, poof, everybody disappeared. But I mean, we're still here in the game, and we love hockey. Again, we wish the Blues were in it, but we're not going to cry over spilled milk. It's about the thing. But just again, all these podcasts that were supposed to be super Blues, they've disappeared. They're not.
Let them. You know what? Let them. Unfortunately, the Blue Notes podcast is changed, and they're not really the Blue Notes podcast anymore. Yeah. I'm gonna. Well, the guys aren't going anywhere. They're still just rebranded a little. They're just not. They're more part of the nightly. Well, see, actually, they're doing something more like we are, but they're more all sports. Crunch Time, right? I've listened. I watch Crunch Time. I've been on Crunch Time a couple of times. I want to support everyone who does this. Sure. Let's go Blues Radio, right? Really, I don't think that they pay much attention to us, but sometimes they copy us. That's fine with me. It really is. Those guys were my inspiration. They were the first time that I found out about this stuff. And now here I am doing my own stuff, and it's neat and it's fun, and you just keep growing and doing what you can. I'm looking forward to more and more of it. Well, you know what? Hold on. It's that 30-minute mark, so it's time for, hey, everybody, you're watching the guy. You screwed it up. Take two. Hey everyone, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan, and I'm with Brock Banner, and you're watching and listening to the Blue Note Fan Report on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. We're coming to you today from Mike Zook Enterprises and War Stories Coffee. Check them out on stlfanreport.com. E. Guido says the best form of flattery is imitation. You're right, E.
Sure.
And we'll just take it. Now, the other thing that we need to do, like I'm going to do on the site today, I'm going to put up a new page under the Blue Note Fan Report for the audio, right?
Oh, cool.
And I'm going to start linking some of the audios there, the Spotify's and that. Link it there, so we have some of them. I'm going to start working on that. I can adjust the size of them so you can see them in that. But I'm going to start there. We're going to grow this, and we're going to grow it the right way by making sure that people understand how good we are.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I knew it was coming. Would you guys be interested in Eichel for a pay cut? And also, who you got in Vegas versus Mini Game 7? I hope my Wild pull it out. I believe it when I see it, though. Okay, this Game 7 for me tomorrow is huge.
Yeah,
it is really huge, Ian. Ian, this one for me really comes down to goaltending, and it's Talbot against Fleury, and here's the thing: I don't think Fleury's going to be in net. Right?
Really?
I think that they could go to Lanier, right? Robin Lanier. I really do. I think they could. Ian says we've never lost a Game 7 in our history, which is promising. You've also came back from 3-1 twice, and that was in the same playoff season. So, I mean, that's something. It is promising, but this is going to come down to who wants it more.
So, hey,
right?
I would like to ask. And I think Kevin Fiala got hurt again last game? I know he had a good game, but he ended up getting hurt, I thought. And I was wondering, is he going to play tomorrow? Because he got.
I don't know. Yeah, I you know what? I didn't see that, and I got to pay in that. So Ian, is Fiala still good? What's up with him?
I thought he was game, if I remember correctly, or he was out for a little while. So, but anyway, that's a big loss for them.
Yeah, the Fiala for Fiala, that would be a huge. That would be a huge personal loss for him.
Second time, yeah.
Ashley says, I was feeling lonely and ignored on Facebook, so I'm on YouTube now. Well, thank you, Ashley. We weren't seeing your comments. Oh, that's because I think I can't see the I don't know why I wasn't seeing any Facebook comments. So I don't think so. Elk was injured late in the game, but came back. So, yeah, Fiala wasn't injured. I didn't think Fiala was Elk.
I'm sorry, it was Anderson.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah, and he came back. I remember that. So Ian will check for it. See, and that's the one thing that's the one thing that I'm really starting to like about this show. We are picking up fans from all over. We picked up a couple of Avalanche fans, even though and you know what? I had one reach back out to me and say, hey, man, I wasn't trying to troll you. I actually like your comment. I like your content. You're fair. And that was huge to me. Right? That I got that out of him. He's muted for a second. So as we're moving along with all this news, with this stuff, we want you guys to keep pushing what we're doing, right? Keep looking at what we're doing. Tell your friends about it. Now, here's something that I'm going to do, and I'm going to talk to Brock about. Ashley, I'm loving the new folks joining the show. You know, I am too, Ashley. And you know what? We had a guy on the other day. I can't remember his name. I got to go back. He was really like giving it to me, and he was talking about it. And I said, I sent him something and said, hey, why don't you come on the show? He said, absolutely. All right. Ian says, Elk hit his knee driving to the post. He went off, but returned later in the period. He probably has one heck of a bruise, though. Yeah, more than likely. Good to see him back. This is going to be huge for Fiala. Do you know what this means for Fiala? Probably more than anybody else on the Wild team. Fiala had a shot at the cup and didn't get to play. In 2017, in the second round against the Blues, Him and Bouwmeester went hard into the boards, and Fiala broke his leg, missed the rest of the playoffs. Well, that game that Fiala tore the Blues up in, those 2 games, were right at the 4-year anniversary of that. So I think that had a lot to do with it, right? Mm-hmm. So for Fiala, this is his chance to get back there. I don't know if the Wild can beat I don't know if the Wild can beat the Avalanche, but I think they can try.
Well, they're going to try. They're going to show up. That's for sure.
Yeah,
they're going to try. Now, the game's the game's in Vegas, right?
Yes. Game 7 in Vegas.
Yeah. And I get
OT for Leafs and Habs.
Kaprizov is, the guy that needs to show up,
Yep. Well, see, I'm not – okay, there's something that people don't understand about playoffs, hockey, and rookies, right? A rookie goes through the year, and the game has this tone to it, right? It's a little faster. It's not as heavy, not as much hitting. It's more skill-based, right? Well, a lot of these rookies get very used to that. And not only that, in a lot of cases, this is the most hockey that they've ever played in a 1-year period, right? In a season. So that's all. You take that into it, and then you get these rookies who get into the playoffs. Well, first of all, when it comes into the playoffs, the game changes. It absolutely changes. It's not the same game as the regular season. It becomes a little more heavy, becomes a little more defensive, it becomes a little more physical. A lot of skill disappears a little bit. You're muted.
It becomes more opportunistic. In other words,
right?
If you make a mistake, you're going to pay for it. But you can play competitive. You can be close to close. But one mistake can change those games.
You're right. But what happens is these rookies aren't used to that. They're already used to something else, and they don't adjust very quickly, right? Now, Kaprizov could adjust, but I don't think he will. I don't think he's your guy tomorrow, right? I really don't. I think tomorrow, Game 7 is your veterans, right? You've got to rely on Elk, Fiala, Talbot. I mean, you got to rely on your veterans to take you through.
Yeah, Hartman, Demba, those guys.
Yeah, because over there in Vegas, there's some very hardened guys that lost to Game 7 just a couple years ago to a very controversial call. They've got Pietrangelo, who went through 2 amazing Game 7s 2 years ago. That there's a lot going on in that game, and I think it's going to be those who step up, right? It's going to be the guys that step up. There is no doubt in my mind that it's not Kaprizov. Well, you know what, Fiala? Fiala was more. It wasn't him not understanding the playoffs. I think that was more of what Vegas has been doing to Fiala. And it gets to a point where it wears you down, and because it hasn't weared Fiala down as much, they were able to come back, right? And that's what I think that has a lot more to do with why Fiala finally broke out. But Fiala's been streaky, and that's something you got to look at, especially in the NHL. Everybody's streaky. Nobody scores every night except Gretzky, right? So everybody's squeaky. You got to deal with that, and you just go from it.
Sorry.
Say again?
So I was just checking in on the hockey game. I just put it on the stream here, just checking it out. So what have you been seeing so far? I mean, it's again 3-3. Been a pretty good game. We're talking about the Toronto Montreal game. What have you been seeing?
Oh yeah,
you watched it
a little bit closer. That one's going to overtime. Now this is a game 5. This is a game 5, and basically Montreal is playing for their playoff lives.
Yeah.
Toronto scores, they're done. Toronto moves on. They faced Winnipeg, and I could see that game possibly starting Saturday or Sunday. For the contest, I think we should. Okay, am I back?
You're back now, yeah.
Okay, I'm back. So, Ashley, I've thought about that.
Guys,
Yeah.
When you do the show, come to the shore of San Francisco. Like, you can't be out in Hawaii. You got to come to the shore.
Yeah, I wish, man. You know, hey, I got to do what I got to do. So this isn't a bad point, Ashley, but my problem with game-winning goal is what is considered a game-winning goal. To me, a game-winning goal, and the only way that I would give credit for a game-winning goal would be if it was a tie game when the goal was scored. Right? So let's say, for example, okay, you go up 4-0 and they come back and score 3 goals. The 4th goal is the game-winning goal. But when it was scored, it didn't mean anything. Right? It was just a goal. So to me, that's not a game-winning goal.
Yeah.
Now, if the score was 3-3, and that 4th goal was scored, then that's a game-winning goal in my eyes. So, and again, I can already see Brock going, well, no, if the NHL says it's a game-winning goal, then we should count it as a game-winning goal.
Well, I mean, what I was thinking though more would be like maybe it's a contest of pick the star that's going to have the most game-winning goals. I mean, that's really the only way you can do it. You know, I don't think you can't roll it in the contest because then it affects the contest. It almost has to.
Yeah, I mean, the contest has to involve. It does have to involve, right? You have to give people a chance for people to get points, and for people that don't play every day to still have their what do you call it? Opportunities, right? So in October for next season, right? I absolutely think that I'm going to have a game a day. Right, whether the Blues play or not, right? I'm going to look at the schedule and pick a game a day and roll it with that. Because like we said earlier at the very beginning, we want to teach people about the game of hockey and the other teams and the other players. Well, this is how you do it.
Yep.
This is one way to do it,
right?
Ashley's a case in point here. Ashley is a true blue Blues fan. That's all she knows. Well, that's learned.
Not true. Her boyfriend is a Red Wings fan.
Okay, but she has learned so much more about other teams because of this show and what we're bringing. She's becoming a much more knowledgeable hockey fan. That's what we're looking for. Yep. Okay, Ian says he's got to go. Take care. Ian, we'll see you tomorrow, 8:00, right?
Good luck.
Check out stlfanreport.com. Look under the current fan report. That's where this will be. That's where the easy link will be, right? We'll see you there. And that's what the fun of this all is, getting there. We've got, it is fun to talk about these games. It's fun to talk about all the other things that we're doing, the contest and all that. And it's, for me, and the one thing that I miss about this switch right now is we're not getting the comments like we did. We're not getting 150, 250 comments, and it sucks, but we'll get there, right? We're going to get there. We do this nightly. We get the right tags. I start working with some of these other YouTubers and get the word out. We're going to be there, right? See, I disagree with that. Right? I disagree with that. And if you look back in the early part of the season, an empty net goal ended up being a game winner. Would you give credit for an empty net goal? Right? I wouldn't. I absolutely believe that. Okay, well, they made the fun. See, now he's going like I thought you would. That
he's giving the definition.
NHL defines that. To me, it's not. And that's why I haven't gone. I'll tell you what I'm looking at. I'm also looking at plus minus, right? And the way I'm looking at plus minus is if you're a plus player, that's a point. If you're a minus player, that's minus a point.
So what do you do with Ryan O'Reilly? He was minus 13 in the playoffs.
Okay, well, each game he would lose a point. So if he had a point for an assist, that would zero out, right?
Yeah,
so it's per game. It's per game,
Mhm.
right? So if a guy goes plus 6, you don't get 6 points, you get 1. If he goes minus 6, you don't lose 6 points, you lose 1, right? Because I wanted the goalie right now is the only player that could lose you points, right? And it's a risk to pick the goalie. Well, I think it should be a risk to pick a player, right? I think there should be risk involved.
I don't know. I don't know. I never win nothing. So, like, whenever there's changes to rules, I think it sucks because I never win anyway. So, I don't
Brock,
really like that.
Let me explain something to you, Brock. You can't win. This is
I'm not saying just to pick the right player and the right points. I'm not worried about the contest per se, but just being able to pick every game and be able, and it's harder than you think. You know, it is. Sometimes you stumble on it, and some days you're like, oh, I got this guy, and he doesn't show up.
Oh no, it does. It is. It's not easy. Trust me. I have to pick every single game, and it's not easy at all. And I'm not doing that great in the contest, and I know some of these teams. I know the things that are going on. I know, I knew. Well, I found out later, but I kind of now that I know that Vegas has never won at home, I'm picking the Wild tomorrow, right? Vegas has never closed out a series at home, right? Could they? It might. Yeah, Ashley was one of the first winners. She was the second time she won the second contest, right? So she did win one. We were just picking Blues then. We weren't picking players. It was just a score. I think the player adds to it. I think the goalie adds to it. I want to add to the contest. I want to make it. I don't want to make it complicated, but I want to make it enjoyable, right? And I want to look for things that will help develop the game, right? I thought about first stars. Oh, Jordan showed up. Hi, Jordan. Hey, Jordan. Hey, I know this switch to YouTube is going to be a lot harder for everybody. Ashley says it was easier back then, but it's fun with the add-ins. And oh wow, Nashville's already scored. It is 1-0. It's 8:18 into the first. Okay, I thought they were farther into it. I thought that game had just started, but they're actually deeper into it. Wow, 8:18 in. Wow, 8:18 to go. I thought this game had just started. They kind of got me with a commercial break or something. Yeah. He's saying hi. Hey, Jordan, sorry you left me, so I switched YouTube. We're going to work with this YouTube. We're going to get there, guys. We're going to get there. You guys just got to, I know I'm missing some really important people. I don't have Roland on. I don't have John Hefner on. They're not really great at understanding technology and how to set all this up. Hopefully they'll listen and watch later, so they'll see how to do it.
And, a lot of people don't realize that, you have to have a Gmail account in life, to get them to be able to use Google to its full extent, you have to just register for a Gmail account.
You don't even need a Gmail account.
But it just makes it a lot easier when you do, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So but if you just take an email address and attach it to Google, I've attached Guy at stlfanreport.com and do it that way, right? Jordan have to get get my mom on an account. Do it. It's easy, right? Attach it. You're good to go. The comments are easier. They're easier to deal with. And not only that, here's the other thing. On Facebook, right? Like if I want to put something up, I can't comment on Facebook. I can comment here.
Mm-hmm. Don't you be cussing me out now, guy.
No, look, watch there. See?
You're not asking.
And I can comment. Okay? I can comment both on YouTube and Twitter that it shows up. Well, I can't do that on Facebook. It won't let you comment, right? So sometimes that. Well, Jordan, I get, and we tried to go through how to creating an account we didn't get through, but it's really, it's step by step and shouldn't be that hard. And Jordan, if you ever have trouble, just give me a call and I'll walk you through it. We'll get you. If you have trouble, let me know. Let somebody know. We'll get you through it because we want you. Yep. It's plain and simple. And Ashley says, "Hey, I just prefer Facebook because it's what I'm used to, but I can learn Twitter and I can learn YouTube." Well, Ashley, I get that, and I really do. But the problem is, so much of my support was on Facebook that when Facebook pulls one of these, you're a spammer and you can't do anything.
It affects us, yeah.
Yeah. Now I'm lost, right? And that's not fair to me, and it's not fair to you. So I need to look at getting the other platforms to increase to where all three platforms are equal. Yeah. And that we can go that way. Yeah. And right.
That's reliable. That way the information is always reliable. It's there,
Right. And that's it, and then, like I said, I don't know if you've seen it earlier on the website under the current BlueNote Fan Report. I'm going to put this live show every single day, right? I'm going to put this live show every single day. I want to throw something out before we got about 8 minutes left, Brock.
Yep.
Oh, it's 2-0 now. Or no, 1-1. Canes tied it up. 1-1. Sorry, I looked at it wrong. What do you think about the possibility of the Blues going after Johnny Gaudreau?
I heard that today, and I was really excited about it. I was like, oh man, I think this guy, he's in some ways they compared him to a little bit of a Jordan Kyrou, more of a playmaker. You know what I mean? A guy that could be a playmaker. And I was really excited about it, but then, boy, on the drive home, Jamie Rivers just crushed my dreams and said he didn't think it was a good fit. And I respect Rivers a lot. I think he's got good opinions. He didn't think Gaudreau would be a good fit here in St. Louis. He was not high on it. So
what did he say?
What's that?
What did he say? Why he wasn't high?
Well, he said that for the money that you would spend on him, you'd only get 2 years out of him because he's under control for 2 years. You'd have to give up probably more than what you're going to get back, and he just didn't really see that. He just didn't really see that it was going to work. I just got distracted by the comment that I just turned and I saw. You want to announce it?
Yeah, go ahead. The Habs have won in OT right in the open minute. I haven't seen the goal or what happened yet. I'll kind of see if I can switch over. Yeah. No, oh man, they've already cleaned out that place is empty. No, I guess that's Maple Leaf Garden, so that's getting ready for the next one.
Well, there's no fans. I just don't think there's any fans.
Oh no, they were in Toronto. Yeah.
Yeah.
Say again.
There aren't any fans.
Oh, they don't have any fans. That's right. Yeah. Look at me watching other games and such. Yeah. See, that's what we're doing. I can use everything like the back of my hand. It's the old people.
Hey, watch it. Easy. You be nice to these old people. We're gonna be the ones that are gonna be. You're getting our inheritance. Maybe not. So I don't know where Guy went, but he disappeared. So I'm assuming he'll jump back in. But if he doesn't, just want to again thank everybody for being with us and supporting us. And we're doing everything we can to make this thing work.
Yep. I hit that button on my mouse that closes me out, that backs me out of this.
The one that says don't hit this button.
Yeah, I hit it. All right. So there we go. Brock, if you say get off my lawn, I'll die. Oh yeah. So hey guys, your inheritance. I don't know what that is. Maybe something you were talking.
We're going to give them their inheritance.
Okay. Well, guys, Well, guys, I got to thank you for watching today. I'm going to download this. It takes about 40 minutes to get it downloaded. And then I'll get it put on. I'll get it put up tonight and I'll share it out. So guys, you can go back and listen to it, and in the groups, we gotta start talking to other people in the groups about us getting away from Facebook a little bit. I can share this in Facebook without it, but see, at some point it's going to be the same thing. Someone's going to tag me sharing this, and there you go. I can't share anymore. So I want to connect to people, and we're going to keep trying and doing the things that we can do. I'll tell you what I really want to do, Brock, and I don't know if you can do it, but we can kind of talk about it later and just throw this out as an ideal. I've done it before. We stream we can stream I think I can stream up to 4 hours. We can stream a reaction show to the game. So we watch the game and we don't show the game, but we talk about it.
Interesting. Hey, they just showed that Toronto or the
Montreal goal.
The Montreal goal. The old Cole Caulfield, the old #1 draft pick. He got the assist
nice
on Suzuki's. Yeah.
There we go. Suzuki.
Like a 12-year-old they were interviewing.
Yep.
He got the goal. Got the assist.
Yep. Oh, that's nice. I got to watch that later. I want to get more into the Grudeau thing. We got next week. Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, guy. I can do that. I don't know what I was talking about. What was I talking about? She said would be dope. I forget now.
Podcast.
Nah, Jordan. That's it. I was talking about something and then forgot about it. So no, the streaming, doing the reaction show. Yeah. So we might try that for game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals and see how that does. Because I know there's some YouTubers out there that get 300-400 people watching them streaming. Right now they've got a lot more subscribers, but you get the right tags, people find it, they may stay, right? Yep. So that's something that we can do. Tie game in Carolina and Nashville 1-1. Well, everybody, guy, your age is showing. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Jordan. Well,
you know what? I want to leave everybody with a little bit of a question here. Okay,
yeah. Fire.
Who do you think is older, me or Guy?
Who is what?
Who's older, me or you?
Oh, I know. I by looks. I know who's older by looks. That's you.
Don't even say. I'm interested to see who gets that out there. Who thinks? And I'm sure Jordan will be the first one. And somebody say, "Oh, that Brock, he's 90 years old." Oh. No.
Ashley says I look older.
I'll take it. Ashley never says nice things about me, so I'll take that.
Okay, everybody, this is Guy, the Hawaii Blues fan. For Brock, the man in the banner, you got to know we all love you. We're getting through this transition as best as possible, and we cannot wait to see you tomorrow, 8:00 Central Standard Time, on the Hockey Fan Report. We're bleeding blue with you, my friends. Aloha.